In this video, I'm going to show you how I created my own TVBGone using open source documentation, how it works, and a guide to make your own as well. TV remotes operate using a technology called IR, or infrared radiation, which is a form of light not visible to humans. A remote can send signals to a TV by modulating these IR waveforms and pulses of light that carry information to tell the TV what to do based on how these bits are ordered. However, different television sets might have different IR code instructions, which is why we can't immediately use one remote for all TVs. Adafruit has created a product called the TV-B-Gone, which can basically turn off any TV. The way this device works is they have compiled a list of the most common turn-off codes for hundreds of different TVs, and they programmed a microcontroller to run through all these codes and brute force them over IR. At $20, however, it's pretty expensive, so using their open source documentation, I'm going to try to create my own for much cheaper. I started by looking at the schematic for their most recent board revision and mapping the components to fit on a small 12x18 piece of perf board. The design files for my layout can be found in the description or on my website with complete project instructions at alexlin.com/project/DIY-TVBGone. The first thing I did was to gather all the components, which are a piece of perf board, a battery holder, 4 950 nanometer IR LEDs, 4 generic NPN driver transistors, 1 PNP transistor, 2 1K ohm resistors, 1 10K ohm resistor, a 100 microfarad electrolytic capacitor, a 0.1 microfarad ceramic capacitor, an ATtiny85 with the 4-pin dip socket, an 8 MHz resonator, a tactile push button, and a regular colored LED. The next step before creating the circuit was to program the ATtiny85. In order to program chips like these, we will need something called an ISP, or in-system programmer, which can be bought off Amazon, or you can make your own using an Arduino board, which is what I opted for. I'll do a tutorial on all the different ways to program these chips, which you can find on my website at alexlin.com/tutorials/programming the ATtiny. Normally, you can program the ATtiny through the Arduino IDE. And since Adafruit provides us a compiled hex format, we will have to use a command line tool called avrdude. For Linux users, just run sudo apt install avrdude through the command line. But for other operating systems, you'll have to search on how to install it on your own machine. Next, I had to program my Arduino to be used as an ISP, which if you already have your own ISP, you can skip this step. In the Arduino IDE, you can simply go to Examples and select the Arduino as ISP sketch. Then select your board under Tools and upload the sketch. I recommend using the Arduino Uno or Nano. Now that our Arduino is ready to be used as an ISP, or if you have your own, we can start wiring it. ISPs use hardware SPI pinouts, which means you have to connect power, master and slave lines, reset, and serial clock. I used this diagram to connect my Arduino to the ATtiny, and it is imperative to place a capacitor between reset and to ground. For the ATtiny to work with higher precision, we'll want to use an external oscillator to control timing. Simply connect the outermost pins of the resonator to pins 2 and 3 of the ATtiny, and the middle to ground. Next, we'll set the fuses to use an oscillator in avrdude. Open a terminal and copy the following command from my website. Make sure that you check what port your Arduino is on first and replace the parameter. Once it finishes setting the fuses, clone the Adafruit GitHub repository at the following address and move into the firmware directory. Finally, flash the tvbgone.hex file by copying the following command. Now we can begin assembling the perf board. I started by trimming down the perf board to 12x18 holes and filed out the edges. Then, using the layout I created and the Adafruit schematic as a reference for component layout, I soldered the TV-B-Gone. First, I mounted the IR LEDs to their driver transistors, where the negative leads are tied to the collectors. I then connected the emitter and base lines together, and also the positive pins of the LEDs. Next, I soldered the PNP transistor's collector lead in line with the positive power railing and wired the emitter to the input of the NPN transistors. I then mounted the 4-pin dip socket and soldered a 1K ohm resistor between pin 5 and the PNP base. Next, I soldered the indicator LED and a 1K ohm resistor to pin 7, where the positive lead of the LED is also in line with the power railing. I added an 8 MHz resonator to the board, connecting the outer leads to pins 2 and 3 and grounding the middle pin. I then connected a 10K ohm resistor between pin 6 and ground, and then soldered on the tactile switch to pin 1 of the dip socket and to the ground line. Finally, I placed down the 2 capacitors which are tied together, whose negative leads are in line with the negative power railing on the far left of the perf board bottom. I finished by touching up the power railings with some solder, and then I proceeded to attach the battery pack. Any power supply between 3 to 5 volts should work just fine, but I wanted to adhere as closely as I could to the Adafruit design. I ran a quick continuity test to fix some additional solder joints and cut a piece of double-sided foam tape which I used to adhere the circuit board to the battery holder. Finally, I mounted the programmed ATtiny85 to the dip socket and the board is complete. A while back, I created a device called IR Tester to grab IR codes from TV remotes and output it to an OLED screen. I tested the TV-B-Gone by running it against my IR tester, which, as expected, ran through a whole bunch of IR codes. I wasn't able to get a demonstration of it working against a large array of TVs, but here you can see me testing it against my home TV, which works well. If you like this video, check out my website linked in the description and some of my other projects. I hope to make more videos soon, so stay posted. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.